It's actually free of charge, and it's our way of also giving back to the public. And we're happy to be able to do this twice a month. Okay, so we have actually had various sessions over the past couple of years. I've handled some of the sessions by myself, but we've also had a lot of guest speakers. We've had some interesting sessions, like we've even had a yoga session. And also watch out for our virtual Christmas party, which we have annually, and that's coming up also in December. So what all you need to do is to basically follow us on our social media. We're on LinkedIn, on Instagram, as well as Facebook. So do connect with us and follow us so that we can keep you updated of all the various programs and the VIP sessions that we conduct. Okay, so just a couple of housekeeping rules before we start. Please do keep yourself muted so that we don't pick up any unnecessary noises in the background itself. And thank you so much for being on time, because we'd like to start on time and finish on time. Please do turn on your video, because I'm sure that would motivate Venkat even more as well. Yeah, rather than looking at blank screens. There is a lot of good points that you're going to be able to take back with you today. So I hope that you've come prepared with your notebook so that you can actually take some notes. But the recordings will also be available on our YouTube channel as well as our Facebook page. So if you do want to watch it again in future or to share it with anyone, it's also available. Plus our past recordings are available there as well. I hope that you have found a nice quiet place to watch this session today, because there will be an interesting exercise, which I'm sure you will benefit a lot from the exercise. And last but not least, this session is for you. So just have fun, relax, post any questions that you have in our chat, or do raise your hand if you have any questions, and we'll be very, very happy to help you with those questions. So the topic for today, which is a hot topic indeed, and it's called the forgotten love or self-love. And it's actually part of our Empowering Yourself series. We are very, very happy to have with us today a speaker that is joining us all the way from Singapore. So he is certified in Australia, Malaysia, and Singapore, and he has actually trained 18,000 participants across various sectors, concentrating on EQ, leadership, people management programs. And we're very, very honored to have you here with us this evening, Venkat. Yeah, so please do tell us, why did you choose this topic? Of all the topics that you could have possibly conducted, why self-love, Venkat?
Thank you. Thank you so much for the lovely introduction, Sandra. I wish you could do that one more time again. It just felt good listening about myself here. Now, why I'm saying that is because, we love hearing about self from others. And it makes us feel good, which is what this whole topic is all about, seeking external validation. And why do you always feel good? Why do you always seek external validation? Does that mean you do not know yourself? So all this summarizes to what emotional intelligence is all about, self-awareness and self-management. So coming back to your question, why self-love? We always tend to say that the world can be a better place if there's love, right? So why are we expecting the world to be a better place? Why don't we start within first? And ever since COVID, which was the world's best teacher, right? Ever since COVID 2020, it caught us off guard, off balance. Until today, people are still suffering the ripple effect, whatever happened in 2020. So the number of helplines in Singapore is increasing. Suicide cases are increasing. Depression is increasing. So we're not really over it. There's one particular group who know that they're going through depression and seeking help. There's another particular group who do not know that they're going through depression. So how can we, as leaders and coaches, come out to, give out our hand? So it's like talk shows like this, Sandra. And that's why I chose the topic self-love.
Could you perhaps share with us why is it that some people still haven't gotten over the pandemic, because I mean, like in KL, you know, it's gone back to being busy and everyone's back to running around. You know, we all seem to be back in action. So how has the pandemic really affected people in terms of even loving themselves?
We may have gone back to action, whether it's work from home 50-50 or going back to office, just that we do not talk enough to our own self to understand or realize whether our mental health is it sound. And ever since COVID, in Singapore, we like to complain a lot and whine a lot, right? And ever since COVID, we kind of rewired our brain towards negativity because we started complaining a lot. So have we rewired our brain, our thinking to neutral at least? So this topic today and this talk show is about evaluating yourself, assessing yourself, talking to yourself, finding out how strong are you, what's a percentage, your battery percentage. That's what this talk show is going to be about, Sandra.
Cool. Can't wait to hear more tips from you.
Thank you. So shall we rock the stage now? Right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining in. All right, I see a few familiar names also. Thanks a lot. Before I dive in to the topic, could we do a quick activity? If you got a pen and paper, fantastic. If you got a handphone, fantastic. All right. What I would like you all to do, all right, is to write 3 things, just 3 things that you would like to show gratitude, okay, or to make someone happy, okay? Write 3 things that you like to show gratitude or to make someone happy. On the left column is for your friend. On your right column is for your family member. So 3 things for your friend, 3 things for your family member. No rush, take a time. What are the 3 things you would like to do this month or next month to show gratitude? Can be similar, left and right can be similar also. And then maybe you can show a reaction, thumbs up or something. Are we good?
Yeah, and while you're at it, everyone, if you could put your cameras on, keep your cameras on so that, you know, it'll be lovely to also see your faces as well.
Yes, thank you. Hi, Ron. Kala.
Hello, sir.
Shall we take a minute, 1 more minute? There's 3 things you would like to show gratitude or to make someone happy. On the left column, let's choose a friend. On the right column, towards a family member. Good evening, Ricky. Right, so let's continue. Put this document or handphone or the note aside. I'll come back to it towards the end of this session. Now, the first topic I would like to kick off with is this powerful word. Whenever I do my leadership classes, I always start off with this word. Okay. The most important word that we need to instill in our head in today's fast-paced life is the word acceptance. All right, that is what's lacking in our mindset. A small matter like a rain affects our mood, our emotions, right? And we start complaining. The more that that we start complaining, even for minute reasons, what are we doing? We are rewiring our brain towards negativity. And that is going to affect your mental wellness. All right. So for a start, do not complain, accept it. And also as a leader, the first thing you will ask yourself is, okay, fine, it's raining, fine, it's broken. What should I do next? What's next? Find for solutions. Stop whining. Trust me, the moment you have an acceptance attitude, you are kind towards yourself, your thoughts will start. Okay. So have this powerful word, the acceptance attitude, and that'll be the first step towards self-love. Accept failures, accept setbacks. Why aren't we not comfortable in failing or even falling? We cannot always be 10 out of 10. We cannot always be giving 100%. There'll be days it rains, there'll be days that we fall. And there'll be days we can only give 10%. So ask yourself, what's next? Don't be too hard on yourself. Today's world is all about results, results, results. But how are you going to achieve the result if you do not have a sound mind or sound mental health? So have the acceptance attitude. Tell yourself it's okay. Let it go. Move on. Accept it. Ask yourself what's next. So just for a start, stop complaining. As I said, it rewires your brain towards negativity. Next, about our lifestyle. Okay. If you look at this. Sorry. The first 13 years of our life was fantastic, right? We never needed to worry about having a shelter was provided, school fees for makan or whatever, everything was provided. All we did was having a jolly time. At the age of 18, in general, we may have started work. So the first 13 years, everything was provided, school life, fun, playing in the rain. So and then after 18 years old, we started work. We went to work and maybe in average until 60 years old. That is already 42 years. Okay. So let's say you retire at the age of 60. Okay. And you live on the average until 75 years. So if you realize now, the first 13 years, jolly time. The most time was 42 years spent working. And the last 15 years, I don't know whether you can walk. I already got a knee problem at this age, and I'm not even 60 yet. Heavily dependent on painkillers, right? So let's say you retire at 75, at the age of 60. Sorry, you retire at the age of 60. It's about 2 HOs. If you got money, good. We go for holidays. Package tours, wherever you want to go. If you got money, but you do not have the health, sorry, you tend to visit the hospital. So there goes your holidays. So if you're looking at this lifespan, right, where are you enjoying? Where are you breathing? Where are you smelling the flowers here? First 18 years, we do not even know what's a flower, right? It's the middle period, 18 to 60, you know what's life. But sadly, guys, 42 years is spent working. That is 3/4 of your life is spent working. That is a very sad statistics. On the other hand, if you're not happy at the job that you're doing today, it says that 3/4 of your life you're an unhappy person because you're waking up unhappy, going to an office that you're totally unhappy about. So do you think you'll be a very positive person? Do you think people want to be around you? It's something that we've got to reflect upon, guys. Are you happy waking up every day? Now, let's quickly, if you can type it out, good. If you can voice out, also good. What are the roles that we play in a day? Okay. Wait, how do I type? Hang on. Okay. Right. So let me kick off with the first one. The roles that we play in a day. The moment we wake up, if you're married, you wake up as a spouse. Oh my God. Okay. After you wake up as a spouse or a partner, as a parent, what do? Make breakfast for your kids. So you play the role as a parent. And then you're traveling to work, you showered, you had your own breakfast, you're traveling to work. If you're in the bus or in the train, you play the role of a passenger. You cannot play the role of a mother in the bus, please, okay? And then once you reach office, you play the role of an employee or employer. In your office, you have colleagues, right? So you've got to talk to your friend, to your colleagues as a colleague. And then when your friend calls you, you play the role as a friend over the phone. When your sister calls you, you play the role as a sibling. When you go and buy lunch, you don't go there as a friend, you don't go there as a sibling. You go there as a... You see how many hats you're wearing in a day? How many hats? Is there anything else you want to add on here? Yeah, miss out any roles that you play in a day?
Yeah, I think if you have a parent, an elderly parent, then when you have a parent, you're a daughter or a son.
Right. And Sandra, you have a dog, right?
Yes, I have two boys, two big boys.
So you're a master for the dog also, right? See, guys.
They're my masters.
You see, we play so many roles in a day.
Sundra said caregiver.
Absolutely.
When you have an elderly parent, or an elderly parent-in-law.
I have a nice one from L Chan, is it? Or AI Chan? Friend of foe. We have daughter-in-law. See, we are playing so many roles. We're changing our caps constantly and sometimes even without realizing. And we think we are good in every role that we play. You may be. I don't know.
We try to be perfect in every role, and that adds to the stress.
And how tired are we? How tired are we at the end of the day? As I said, 3/4 of your life is spent at work, 42 years, fine. I'm talking about per day. Even our handphone gets, the battery decreases because of so many functions that it does. And look at you. So many functions and roles that you are playing. Right? Now, let me show this slide again. In this 24 hours, sorry for my spelling, for colleagues, I'll correct it later. In this 24 hours, where did you play the role as you? You woke up as a spouse. You did, as a parent, you made breakfast. You traveled, colleagues, friends, sibling. Where is your name here? Where did you play the role for yourself? Don't tell me having lunch, eating, showering, all these are basic necessities. We need to do that in order to live. Don't you realize you are giving yourself to everyone else, but you forgot about yourself? And how do you think you're going to make the world a better place by showing love when you don't even show love to yourself or importance to yourself? So somewhere there, your name should be there. Telling yourself that, yes, my parents are important, my kids are important, my colleagues are important. It's about time that we say, I am important. When are we going to do that? Yeah, 10 o'clock, I come back home, I tell my kids, oh, leave me alone, I'm going to my room, I'm going to be myself. Really? Do you really think that's my me time? Or is it because your battery is only 5% left and you're tired, you couldn't do anything else? Ask yourself. Is that really watering the plant? No, you are really exhausted at the end of the day, that you don't want to do anything else. Okay, I'll come back to this point again, the end of the day part later on, okay? So it's something for us to reflect. Fantastic job done by giving ourselves to others, giving our time to others. But it's about time that we say, I am important, me, myself, and I. Great, grandmother Warren, good evening. Yep. Let me continue. You see, we are always living and thinking about tomorrow. Today, I'm working so hard so that in December, I can go for holiday. What makes you think you will not break your leg? Sorry, I'm just saying, I'm not cursing, but something may happen. Why are we waiting to live life tomorrow when the time is now? And I'm not only talking about holidays. I'm talking about telling yourself that I am important also. But I don't wait until tomorrow to make myself important. Be present in the present. Value every second that's going by. Value every day that's going by. Do not forget to show importance to yourself. Because when you're sick in the bed, see how many of those 11 or 9 people in the list will come and visit you. And that's when you will tell yourself, damn, I wish I gave myself importance and looked after myself. Duties, responsibilities, yes. But do not forget, we have 2 hands. We have 2 hands. If you're giving away both your hands, what are you going to be holding on to? Nothing. That's where you fall. So then comes the question, will I be labeled as selfish? First question I should ask you is, why do you care what they call you? Are you guilty? The second thing is, as I said, you have 2 hands. Give one to others, not both. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not asking you to be selfish. I'm not stopping you from attending to all the 9 or 10 people. Give your time, your energy, 1 hand to them and 1 hand to yourself. So what do I mean by keep 1 hand to myself? You will know later. Setting boundaries. So be present in the present, guys. You may never know what's going to happen tomorrow or later for that matter. As much as Singapore, right, in Singapore's context, it's a rat race war. Okay, we have to be number 1 in everything. Okay, to be number 1 in everything. So imagine the people here, how suffocated we are, so that this country would be number 1, that we forget to breathe, we forget to live. You know, when you take the train in Singapore, guys, in the morning, right, you hardly see people smiling. By the way, I'm a Singaporean, I was born here. So you hardly see people smiling. Maybe once a month, the payday in the morning they'll smile, but evening they won't, because by then they've paid all the bills and nothing left. We hardly smile in the morning. We're just like robots, and we're talking about artificial intelligence. We are already robots already. We don't smile. There's no human connection. Why? Is it because of technology? Everyone's on the handphone? Could be. But we have forgot the essence of life, the warmth in life, a smile. When you go overseas, you will see people smiling. I spent 3 months in Europe recently. You know, it's all about warmth there, connection. I don't even know you, but what's wrong with the smile? And look at Sandra, she's still smiling. And what's the message being sent to all of you? There's a warm message from Sandra, smile. Why is that so? What are you also saying? Excuse me. Nice question. Why is that so? Why people aren't smiling? Because we are so focused on earning, putting food on the table for the family, achieving my projects, achieving my results, that we forgot about ourselves. We forgot to water our own plant, our own heart. It's always about others, others, others. Yes, if you remember, in our kampong lifestyle, kampong days, or even in school, our parents taught us to share. To share with the classmates, to share with the neighbors. You got 2 eggs, now man, give the egg to your neighbor. Man, not enough, I like eggs. Now man, share, share, share. So we always been taught to give. Think about it, guys. We were never taught about self-love. We were never taught that no, guys, make yourself important also. So our brain has been rewired during childhood days to give, and to give. That we forgot about ourselves today. Thanks for the question. Keep it coming. All right, as it is, we have so many battles going on, making ends meet. You have to pause, guys. You have to pause. You have to be present in the present. And trust me, the world can wait. Even on a Sunday, you're replying to an email. Why? So the power of pause is another method towards self-love. Today, we reply emails immediately. Today, we answer verbally without even thinking. It's not connected. The brain and the tongue is not connected. The brain and the hands are not connected. We don't have a love language in the message that we send out. It's cold. You know why? We don't pause. We don't take time to practice fast food. Everything's fast. You know, that's what we want. The world is a red race world. Why are you joining them? We don't have to. We don't have to. We can set our boundaries. All right. So we have heard these 3 quotes before. Never reply when you're angry. It's about emotional intelligence. If only had paused, you would not have reacted. Never make a promise when you're happy. Why? It's about emotions. So pause over there. Think about it. Take a day. Sleep over it. Never make a decision when you're sad. Emotions. How do you overcome this? Practice the pause. Don't join the red race. All right. So sometimes we just assume, you just judge without listening. That reflects badly on you as a leader. Right. So when you practice the pause, you're able to stay calm. And when you're staying calm, it's a mastery. That is self, guys. It's a self-mastery. A first step towards self-love is mastering yourself by practicing the pause. I'm not
Venkat,
asking
sorry, Venkat, can I interject here and just ask you a question? Many times people say that we should respond rather than react. Yeah. And but how does one do that, especially when you're immediately upset, you're driving peacefully and someone just cuts in, or someone throws an unnecessary statement at you? I think it's easier said than done to pause and to stay calm, really. So what's your advice on?
Nice. You would be surprised that I have a slide on this. I'll be covering this fantastic question. We need to know how to manage our emotions and not allow external factors, right? Someone who stepped on your toe, let him sit in your head, kick him out. So how do you do all that? How do you react? And I used to drive to Malaysia almost every month. It's my getaway place, Malaysia, right? And I love driving in Malaysia. It's much more relaxing compared to Singapore. All the vulgarities, the honking. The moment you sit in a car, you behave like a king. And this is your chariot. So how dare he overtake me? I'm supposed to be in front. So what do? You honk. So that kind of attitude comes in. Entitled, right? Sandra, I will cover that question. Thanks so much. More people react to unfavorable circumstances. Yes, whatever is in favor with you, you will smile. Absolutely. That's how our brain has been conditioned. So, Sandra's question, how do we respond and not react? For a start, practice the pause. Why do I say that? Okay, if you look at this slide, right? This is called emotional hijack, Sandra, and to the rest. Someone cut in front of you. Someone stepped on your toe and never says sorry. So all this is emotional hijack that we call it. Your brain, your thinking brain got hijacked, okay? So this is how the brain is, hopefully, just kidding. So the information travels via, okay, before that, let's show you this one. Okay. Do you see this part here in yellow, amygdala? Amygdala, or let's call her Amy, if you can remember, is what causes you to react. This is what causes you to snap. This is what causes you to punch. Use vulgarities, anything without you realizing it. The amygdala. And do you know how big is amygdala? Can you see this? It's an almond. This is the size of an amygdala. And this is what controls your responses. Are you allowing your brain, which is this big, not function and allow this Amy to function? Funny, isn't it? So how can we tame this guy, Amy? I don't want to react. So how can I tame Amy? Simple. Think of the traffic light. Okay. This is a beautiful communication language in every world. Red means stop, yellow means slow down, or speed faster. Just kidding. Yellow means slow down, and green means proceed. So if someone hijacks you, or someone triggers you, all you got to do now is stop and breathe. Seriously, stop and breathe. Slow down and reflect. This is where the practice, the pause is coming in. And then you proceed to respond. What we are not doing is, like Sandra's question, we are reacting now, right? It's because we did not slow down. We did not reflect on options or choices. We proceeded to react. Now, you may ask, Venkat, how long do I need to slow down for? Minimum, guys, it's only 6 seconds. Only minimum. But for you, maybe for Mr. Ricky, Mr. Ron, could be 10 seconds. You know yourself. You've got to practice it first. A minimum is 6 seconds. And do you remember in school, or our grandmother told us, when you're angry, count 1 to 10? Science, guys. We already thought about it before. When you do the counting, when you do the breathing, what happens is, you know the Amy, right? You're taming Amy and your thinking brain kicks in. All right, your thinking brain kicks in and you start to think for choices. Should I react? Should I punch him? Or should I walk away? The thinking brain kicks in and all you need is 6 seconds. So I know, even in Malaysia, even in Singapore, when you see the amber, yellow light, we start to speed up, which means our brain is wired towards a red race wall. And if you start practicing the pause, trust me, when you see yellow light, it will slow down. Self-mastery, calmness. Okay. Sandra, I hope I've answered your question.
Yes, but I was just smiling because here in KL, we see the amber light and you slow down, somebody will horn and tell you to move on, actually.
Exactly. And then, hey, what's wrong with you?
Everyone's racing all the time.
We are one of the clowns in this big circus. Yeah. Don't you think we should watch the circus that's going on, sit on the outside and enjoy the circus, you know? So, it's about, first thing is here, your mindset, your thinking, just start rewiring, practicing the pause. Let's not being part of the red race wall. The next thing is boundaries, guys. Big time. It has helped me a lot. And recently also, where's my phone? Our phone WhatsApp, we have archives. The list of archives is increasing today. I love it. Thank you, WhatsApp. You know why? I want to go to archives only when I'm free. So I'm setting boundaries for the people that I interact with, giving my energy to, giving my time to. And I only read WhatsApp groups when I'm free only. Because you know why? Certain messages affects my mood and my delivery as a trainer. Why am I allowing external? So this is the first step that I did to protect myself by setting boundaries. And of course, hardly we can say no. It's very difficult for us to say no, especially to loved ones. Fine. Give them importance. But earlier I just said, you're not giving yourself importance. Let's take a sponge, okay? When the sponge is full of water, it cannot absorb any more water. That's it. The use of a sponge is gone. So what do? You rinse it out. You rinse it out. The world, I'm not saying everybody, a lot of people are carrying a lot of garbage in their life and in their mind. And if you are going to give these people your time, you know what they're doing to you? They're throwing the garbage on you. And do you have the ability to cleanse yourself? Or are you absorbing it? He had a monkey on his shoulder. Now that monkey is on your shoulder. So when you go and sleep, the monkey is still on your shoulder. Assess yourself. Ask yourself in a day, any time of the day also, guys. Ask yourself, are you able to answer this phone call? And even if you answer the phone call, are you able to give your energy when you see it? There's too much of heat coming. The day you practice this, trust me, it's automatically self-love, guys. Choose who you want to give your energy to, because there are a lot of energy vampires. They drain your energy just by one phone call. So how do you set boundaries? I'm repeating, protect your energy. Ask yourself, are you in the right frame of mind? Do you have the right energy now? Or is a sponge too full? Can I get back to you tomorrow, Ron? Yeah, I'm being polite. I'm not cutting you off. So I'm going to say no today because my energy is low. I'm not talking about battery percentage of, not talking about that. Your positive energy that was not being drained out by the vampires. Ask your mental, it's all about mental wellness. Yeah, ask yourself. 6 o'clock, I finish training, 6 to 6:45. I don't entertain anybody. Sandra had a class today also, 6 o'clock. We are totally drained out. So at 6 to 6:45, I recharge myself so that I can start the battle or in the world again. So how often, guys, do you take breaks to recharge yourself, to squeeze that sponge? But in order for you to squeeze the sponge, you're going to ask yourself about the sponge. Are you even talking to yourself? So setting boundaries.
What's the recommended number of breaks, Venkat, actually, that one should take on a weekday when, their job is hectic?
It's very difficult to say because you know why, Sandra? I can have 2 1-hour meetings via Zoom in a day, just 2 only. So 1 hour, then second one is another hour. I get drained because that 1 hour was a very intense, heavy 1 hour. I go lie down, put my phone away. I go on my bed, I just recharge. So I cannot really say how many times in a day. It's how many times you ask yourself in a day.
And different people have different tolerance levels as well?
Absolutely.
Or...
Hey, Sandra, I'm also a trainer, Sandra. How come you're taking a break after 6 o'clock? Ignore, Sandra. You can. Maybe your sponge is bigger. My sponge could be small. Different battles. That's the other thing that we always do, comparison. Let's not go into that topic now. But yeah, but think about it. We like to compare.
What about the energy vampires, right? I mean, I can set my boundaries and I can control the effect that they have on me. But is there any way that I can actually help to change them, because they're always there, and some of them are old friends, right, from
Yeah.
childhood friends, but who just whine and whine and whine, and like you said, they just want to pass their burdens on to you all the time. Can we really change these energy vampires?
The question that we're going to ask is, as I said, there can be many energy vampires around us, and sometimes we don't even know whether they're energy vampires. The day you start protecting yourself, conserving and protecting your energy, you will start identifying who's draining your energy, number one. Number two, then ask yourself, is this person important? How much of value are you giving to this particular person? If it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. If it's an important person, a loved ones, come back to yourself, ask yourself, is it the sponge thing? Can you give your time and energy? Now, how about this particular person who is totally rewired to negativity? The moment they open their mouth, today, you know, it is negative already. Everything they talk about is a negative. This one's negative, that one's negative. My son, my job. Wow, piang oi.
They leave a
You know
10-minute voice message on your phone.
You see,
10 minutes.
They need to dump their garbage somewhere, and they found a nice toilet bowl, which is you. Are you going to allow that? So come in and set boundaries. I've told many people this 4 minutes voice notes, and I get offended, 4 minutes too long for me. So you set your boundaries. You be there for them, but you don't not give your whole self to them. But what if they do not want to change? Fine. As a coach, how much effort are you going to put in to help them change? We can try once, we can try second time. If a horse is thirsty and if you bring them to the river, if the horse doesn't want to drink, what can you do? I have some people like this, but I've minimized my presence in their presence. I've minimized it. They're still my circle of friends, but I've minimized it because I started showing self-love. At this juncture, could I quickly show a video? It's a very nice, interesting, distinct, different version of the hare and tortoise. Whatever we learned in school, that's different, okay? Is the volume, okay.
Yes, I am the hare who lost. No, I did not get lazy or complacent. Let me explain. For days, the tortoise had boasted about his ability to plod for hundreds of miles without stopping. Life is a marathon, not a sprint, he said. I wanted to prove to him that I could run both far and fast. On the day of the race, I was hopping over the meadows and looked back to realize that the tortoise was nowhere to be seen. Assured of my healthy lead, I took a break under the large banyan tree near the pond. The shade of the tree was like an umbrella. I found a comfortable place, covered it with grass, and turned it into a makeshift pillow. I was enjoying the moment. I could hear the leaves rustling and the bees buzzing. It felt as if they were conspiring to put me to sleep. And it didn't take them long to succeed. The anticipation of the race had kept me up all night. Hence, I was drifting into deep sleep. I saw myself drifting on a log in a beautiful stream of water. Staring into the beautiful skies, I started reflecting. I am a hare, and today I am running a race with a tortoise to prove that I am the fastest. But why do I do this? Do I want to be remembered as the fastest hare who ever lived? Why do I do this? Status? Respect? Money, which will get me food? But there is already so much food around. Look at all those trees with fruits and nuts, all those leafy branches. Nobody remembers the name of the fastest deer or the largest elephant or the strongest lion who lived before. Today it's a tortoise. Tomorrow it will be a snake. Then it will be a zebra. And someday there will be another hare faster than me. This competition will never end. Will I want to keep racing all my life to prove that I'm the fastest? No, I don't want to race all my life. I want to sleep under a banyan tree on a makeshift pillow while the leaves rustle and the bees buzz. I want to hop over the meadows near the hills and swim in the pond. I am here today, and I will be gone tomorrow. I woke up from my sleep and reflected and decided to be far, far away from the race. It's pointless, an exercise in futility. All I want is to be here, in this moment, enjoying the peace.
Many times in our lives, we will be through lots of challenges and battles. There will even be dogs barking at us in our journey. Are we going to stop and throw stones at every dog? Are we going to react to every situation? Is it worth it? Is it worth our energy and time? Do we need approval and validation from others? Don't we know our worth? So learn to pause and reflect. Sometimes trying to prove that you are the best is an insult. Let's not devalue ourselves. So choose your battles. And lastly, do what makes you happiest. Life is not a race. Life is to live. Be present in the present. And let's enjoy every moment. Cheers to life.
I hope you guys enjoyed this different version of the hand tortoise, and cheers to life, guys. So start practicing the pause. Don't be part of the circus and joining the red race war. Thank you. Nice messages there. Right, I'm going to cover the last topic, and then I have got one more activity which I'll be seeking your guys to come in and participate. One of the key points towards self-love is gratitude, gratefulness, right? If I ask you now, could you just type it out or unmute yourself, share with me, what's the one thing that you're grateful for? Can you please share with me? Anybody? Checking the chat. Anyone? Unmute. What's the one thing that you're grateful for?
Friends. All
Nice.
Yeah.
Friends. Ron, how about Mr. Ricky Murugan?
Hi, good evening, Sandra. Nice to see you.
Hi, Ricky.
Mr. Venkat.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Oh, it's just a very timely, what do you call it, program. In June last month, I actually made a goal to express gratitude 50 times a day. So I just managed to practice this and just got to know there's actually a lot of methods we could actually express gratitude. So like today, like 60 times a day, 60 types of gratitude. That's easy for me. So there are so many things to be gratitude. It's just like taking your both hands, right? Already 10 things already for you to be grateful for. And then the rest, you just look around you and you just take a couple of seconds, you can express gratitude. Simple as that. Yeah, thank you. My short sharing.
It's a very nice sharing also. Thank you, Mr. Ricky. We need to hear such voices, and because you've been practicing it, right?
Yeah.
That's what we want to hear. Thanks for the sharing. Just that I've been sharing, saying that now we have been our brain has been rewired, right? And that is why, and we've started complaining, right? And that is why we don't show or be grateful anything else that we see. Even if it's a bright sunny day, we are just accepting and moving on. Good service given at a restaurant, okay, law. That's our attitude. And Sandra said she's grateful for her friends. We have Dorothy who mentioned having a beautiful and supportive family. So if you realize having a listening friend, good luck to you, Ron. I'm here for you, Ron. So you realize whenever somebody asks you, what are you grateful for? It's always about external. An external factor or an external person. That's not how it should be. Let me show you this slide, okay? There are two stages of gratitude, guys. The first stage is acknowledgement of one's goodness. That means yourself. You are always appreciating and being grateful for others or being a material thing. Now, how do you expect self-love? We have to reframe our mind by saying, thank you. Thank you, Venkat. Today you did a good show. Thank you, Venkat. Today you had a good class. Well done, Venkat. You did not snap at that guy or punch his face when he needed to. You know, we do not recognize our own goodness. And earlier, when Sandra was introducing me, I purposely said, it felt so good. Can you please repeat it? Because we are seeking external validation. Everything's always about external. Self-love is nothing about external. It always starts from internal, within you. So gratitude, there's two stages. Number one, to yourself. Then outside yourself. Again, two hands, right? It's balanced. Right, I'm going to finish off. I've just got two more slides. Just bear with me. And if today I ask you a question, what's the most important thing in your house? What would be your answer? Ron is thinking, looking around. Ron, what is the one important thing that's in your house? What would be your answer? My bed. Same here, Melissa. My bed. Yeah. For some, it's internet, Wi-Fi. Without that, they go crazy. My handphone, right? Okay, let's implement one new item which is already existing in your house and even in your bag. It's your mirror. Start telling yourself, if you want to practice self-love, make the mirror the most important item in your house. Why? You guys see my face more than I see my own self, and you expect self-love. 23 hours I was out, millions saw me, and I saw myself for 3 minutes in the toilet when I was combing my hair. And when we look at the mirror, right, what are we doing? We are finding faults. Hey, is my hair nice? No, alamak, got pimple lah, this lah, that. When did you spend time with yourself in front of you? But you want the whole world to love you, show you love, and you never even spent 5 minutes in front of the mirror. Please, guys, it's a wake-up call. Spend more time, make the mirror important, spend more time. I'm not saying hours, like don't be so vain, okay? You've got a life to live also. Spend a few minutes. And in that few minutes, you know what I would like you to say? Some positive statements. When was the last time you said, I love you to yourself? Think about it. Never. You never said, I love you to yourself. Then I'm not important at all. Or secondly, can you say, okay, Venkat, you look good. Go ahead, have a fantastic day. Positive words. You know, our body listens to us. You know, the person who's, Sandra, you mentioned, this person likes to whine, I'm stressed. Your body enjoys listening to it and it automatically becomes stress. That is the decline of mental wellness today, the words that you use. Now, I'm not asking you to be optimistic or toxic positivity. It's two different things. Using the right words because your body listens to you is the first step towards wellness. So when you start the day by saying, Venkat, you look good, go and nail the show. That sounds fantastic, Eddie. I don't need Sandra to come and tell me, Venkat, you'll do a good show. But today I needed Sandra to do that for me. Thank you, Sandra. Let's quickly wrap up.
Anytime, anytime.
Lovely. So the most valuable item. So when you see the mirror tomorrow, tell yourself, okay, I must tell myself I love you. Second thing, okay, I'm wrapping up. The last 5 minutes of your day. The last 5 minutes of your day. What do we do? the last 5 minutes of your day, what do you do? Oh, nice, Melissa. Self-reflection. Now, what are you reflecting also matters, Melissa? Because we could be reflecting all the garbage that was given to us, right? Self-reflection is fantastic, but what's in your mind? What's the mental movies that's going to be going in your mind when you're sleeping? So guys, in what did I do good for myself? Detox and negativity, fantastic. We've got lots to learn from Melissa. Most of us, what we do is when you go to the bed, the last 5 minutes, we do not spend with ourselves. When was the last time you slept with yourself? You're either sleeping with someone, hopefully it's your partner, or sleeping with the handphone. Okay? Whatever goes to your mind in the last 5 minutes, it's what's going to be remaining in your subconscious mind for the next 8 hours when you're sleeping. This is scary. 10 years ago, we would not have learned this word algorithms. Today, we know what is algorithm and how algorithm works. You go to Google, you type a cute puppy, the next 10 minutes, all you see the advertisements all on cute puppy. You go to TikTok, you type in Rajinikanth or whoever, all the videos will be coming in. So that's algorithms, right? Same concept. Our brain is a computer. Whatever you do in the last few minutes of the day, just like algorithms, that sits in your mind. So if you're thinking about the nasty event, nasty incident, nasty friend, good luck to you. The next 8 hours, that will be replaying. Imagine how you will feel in the morning when you wake up. Tomorrow must pay this bill. Of course, we all have bills to pay, so accept it. The first topic I taught you, accept it. You still have to pay the bill, but don't go in negative way the last 5 minutes. Feed your brain with some positive messages. And let those positive messages remain in your subconscious mind for the next 8 hours when you sleep. Or simply just say, well done, Naked. Thank you. I love you. I hope I'm going to the next activity. I hope you guys can join me in this activity. I'm going to explain to you what this activity is. It's a miracle, actually. This is known as Ho'oponopono. Okay, it's a legendary Hawaiian healing and a cleansing method. It's nothing religious or spiritual. Dr. Hewlin found this method, and he was a doctor who cured the patients in mental hospital, and some of them without even visiting them. And eventually, all the patients were released back in society. Mental patients, guys. That's how powerful this is. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play you this video. It's a nine minutes video. All right. And its instructions is given. I would like you to join me, listen to the instructions. You can think of yourself or anybody else. Listen to the instructions. You can be lying down, you can be seated upright, but just switch off the monkey brain that we have. Let's switch it off for a while and focus on this video. And trust me, you will want to do this every other day. Okay?
This next exercise is for reconnection and forgiveness. This is really what we all want. It's based on a Hawaiian practice called Ho'oponopono. And as is the case with any practice, there are many variations. The one that I'm going to share with you just happens to be one. So please don't get caught up in which way to do something. Just feel it in your heart. And if you wish to shift the way that I word things, go ahead. But follow your heart and let it be a heart healing. First of all, find a nice, comfortable place to lie down. Yes, this is a meditative exercise that you can do lying down. Once you're lying down comfortably, place your left hand on your lower belly in the center. And place your right hand on the center of your heart area in your chest. Take a deep breath in and feel your body expand and your hands move up. Exhale completely and release. Inhale again and feel your body expand, your hands rise, and exhale completely and release. Now I'd like you to think about somebody you love who perhaps you've lost connection with, or you feel that there's some kind of discord. Envision this person in a place that they love. Envision them where they most love to be. See them fully. Feel them in your heart. If there's any sounds connected to them, hear the sounds. And maybe even put the picture all around you and brighten up the colors so the experience of this person is very vivid for you. And as you experience them so vividly, send out your love to them and make a connection like a rainbow from your heart to theirs. Send all the colors of yourself to them. Feel them receive it. And then I'm going to say 4 simple statements. It's very important that you simply repeat these statements from your heart. Don't add any stories, don't add any drama. The whys and wherefores are not important here. The only thing that's important is that the words that you say have feeling and meaning, that you mean them. These are 4 words that we as humans sometimes have difficulty saying. So just practicing these words, these phrases in your Ho'oponopono practice will open all kinds of doorways to your heart in your daily life. Okay. With your left hand on your lower belly and your right hand on your heart, take one more deep breath in and let it out completely. Now allow your breath to just move without thinking about it, inhaling and exhaling fully as you repeat after me. Send these phrases to the person that you want to connect to. And as you send these phrases to them, you are connecting to them in the moment. See them in the space that they love. Feel them in your heart. Hear any sounds that are connected to them. And make the whole scene vivid for yourself. And in the vividness, repeat after me. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you.
I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And now quietly in your mind, repeat after me 3 more times or say it with me. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Now, feel that rainbow of energy between you and this person that you love. Feel now how they also return rainbow energy to you. Both of your hearts are full. Both of your full beings are full. Just breathe in the connection. Enjoy it. Bathe in it for a moment. Feeling deep appreciation for the importance, the value of this connection that you have. In this moment, realizing how small any differences are, how little the ego concerns are when the heart is expanded, and fully feel your love unmasked. Now take your left hand that's on your belly and bring it up to your heart, placing it on your other hand as a symbol of your connection with this beloved, this person, whether it's family or friend or intimate partner, this person that you are now more connected to. Thank the universe for guiding you to this deeper connection. And so it is. Softly open your eyes and go about your day with love moving from your heart.
Thank you for joining in. The energy is kind of different now in this room. Sandra, you unmuted. You want to share something, say something?
They mentioned in the beginning that it was a form of meditation. So meditation does play a big role in building your own self-love as well.
It's a very nice question. Does meditation basically help us be calm and pause? Now, I'm not a meditation guru whatsoever. It's just, for a start, I would say that meditation does not apply to anyone or everyone. You can sit down, go to a private room and start to meditate, but you'll be thinking what to cook for biryani, or what biryani to have, which shop to go and eat. As I said, our brain is like a monkey brain, right? Just that, if you can start doing a breathing technique, focus on your breathing, that itself is meditation. Today, we don't focus on our breathing. It's a very surface level breathing that we do. So at least once a day for a few minutes, we do deep breathing, that itself is towards a start towards meditation. The second thing is, meditation may not work for me. Yoga or Zumba class or soccer, we need to find a particular outlet that we can release all our daily tensions. So what I'm saying is, meditation may work, but not for others. Find your own outlet, guys. For me, it's long drives in the nature. Long drives in the nature. Middle of the night. So usually I leave Johor at 12 a.m. After eating lok lok, I leave Johor at 12 a.m. I'll go for a 4-hour drive to Negeri Sembilan. Enough, I get recharged. Right now, I'm going to share something in the chat box. Because this particular video that you saw was with the instruction and all that, and very much about an external person. Now, if you want to practice this at home, I would recommend this particular YouTube clip, and it's 432 hertz. It's quite powerful. And in this video, all you will hear is the 4 words. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. So your body is starting to listen to you, and the body is thanking you for appreciating your body now. You're also rewiring your brain now towards positivity, and you're practicing gratitude. That's how magical this whole Ho'oponopono is. Let me put that in the chat.
And there's also a question from Melissa.
So
Yes.
do feel you unmute is okay. When we asked to choose someone to connect during activity, what if it connects to someone who has passed on? Exactly, it's still your loved one. And maybe it's time now to release yourself. Maybe you're thinking that you still owe them something. I wish they were still alive for me to do something, but now they're gone. So seek forgiveness. I'm sorry. You know the word I'm sorry. So you're connecting with that person of demise. You are saying I'm sorry, so that you are free from all this. Thanks, Melissa, for that question. You can see the link there, right? The YouTube link? Yep. Okay. Thanks, Melissa. So guys, ladies and gentlemen, slight overrun. Sorry, 3E team. Before I end, right? If there's one thing, guys, there's one thing that you would like to start doing from today, especially after attending this session, what would the one thing be? By showing love to yourself, what will it be? Can you please type it out? I would love to see it. I would love to read it. I would love to hear from you. Uh-oh, what does it mean? What is Tengo Cermin? I'm not the
Look at the mirror.
Look at the mirror. Look at the mirror. Self-gratitude. Thank you, Ron, Melissa, Chan. And do not forget what happens in the last 5 minutes of the day. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being with me for the past 70 minutes. Just a quick wrap up. I started off with the acceptance attitude. All right. Never have the negative attitude. Stop complaining. Set your boundaries. Protect your energy. Look out for energy vampires and think about the sponge that I mentioned. Practice the pause. Whenever you see a traffic light today, it's a reminder for you. Hey, I forgot to practice the pause. That makes me respond and not react. And practice gratitude by showing gratitude towards yourself first. The last sentence I've said, do what makes you happiest and not happy. Do you understand what it means? Tomorrow going out with Ron to have a drink will make me happy. But you know what would make me happiest truly? Staying at home and resting. There's two different things here. Going out and will make me happy. Going to watch a movie with him may make me happy. But ask yourself, always talk to yourself, what do you really want? What will make you happiest? Do that. Another step towards self-love. Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, with this, I would like to thank you and thank the fantastic 3E team, amazing team that you have there, Sandra. And Sandra, big thank you for inviting me for this talk show.
Thank you very much, Venkat. That was wonderful. And I do believe that we're going to be looking at working on some other workshops that we can offer the participants in the near future as well. Okay. Now, if I could, just before we wrap up, if I could just get all of you to just switch on your camera so we could take a group photo. I'm sure Venkat would like that as well.
Lovely.
Yeah. Yes. So if you could, I'll just stop sharing for a while. And if you could have your... Nice to see you all. Hi, Salva. Hi, Elle. Hi, Ricky. It's been years and years.
Hi, Sandra.
Hi. What about the rest of you? Are you still shy? Don't worry about how you look. Love yourself. Hi, Kumari.
Thank you. Thank you. One by one.
Thank
it's
you,
getting-
Liz. Yes. Okay, Ritaj, are you taking the photo?
Yes. 1 minute, please.
Okay.
All right,
Next.
then. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Now, just for those of you who are interested, just a couple of quick announcements for y'all. Okay, to tell you what else is coming up. We've been through the Q&A. So August 24th, we have our next VIP, which is also from 8 to 9 p.m. And we're going to have our trainer, Nur Sheila, who's going to be talking about finding your voice. So it's about communication and building your confidence to communicate. So she will talk about finding your voice. And then September 12th, we have Daniel, another trainer of ours, who's going to be talking to you about EQ at the workplace. So please do, you can scan the QR code to register for both these sessions, and please do share this with others as well. Okay, now for those of you who would like to receive an e-certificate of attendance for today's session, please do scan the QR code as well. And a Google form will appear. Just fill that in, submit it, and the e-cert will be sent to you to your email within 48 hours. Yeah. And just in case you don't receive it, just check your spam box as well. Okay. So we do issue e-certificates for attending the session. Please go ahead and scan the QR code. Okay. With that, thank you very much once again to all of you for joining us, whether you joined us in the Zoom room or on Facebook Live, or you're watching the recording later on. Thank you so much. Please do join us on our social media and keep in touch with us always. Take care. Love yourself. Good night, everyone.